Thanks, guys, for tuning in to the YouTube channel. You got me and Elridge today together. And so we're doing frequently asked questions. We are part of a myriad of different platforms where people come in and they ask questions. And so people who are potentially considering being a lender or already are lenders, right? Again, even if you're doing this business, you're always going to have questions. We always have questions too. But hopefully we can be a resource to you and answer some of these frequently asked questions. And one of those questions today is, do you use a loan servicer? Elwich, I think the question here is, let's see what a loan servicer is. Can you explain that and
Yeah,
what their role is?
yeah. So a loan servicer pretty much take on a role of collecting payments from the borrower and dispersing the payments to the capital investors and dispersing those payments to the custodian accounts as well. So sometimes lenders lend out of their IRAs, their 401ks, their retirement accounts. So if they receive a payment from the borrower, they'll send that payment to an equity trust or a Vanta or the capital partners checking accounts.
Right. And so the loan servicer does that lifting for you and your business, but for us, we don't use a loan servicer. I think the reason why, our reasoning when we first determined not to do that, was because we didn't want to pass off any expenses to the borrower to try to make the loan or the cash to close, and also that monthly payment to be a little bit lower. Is that what our thought process was? I think that's what I remember.
Yeah, we just saving on that expense pretty much, and we don't want to pass that expense on to our borrower.
Yeah,
So
yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
So I
that's
think if you don't have any complex accounting, we do interest only payments. I guess if you have like where you're doing some kind of complex loan servicing accounting where you're including the principal and the interest, not sure why or what point as a, right now why you would include the principal, but if you are, then maybe a loan servicer may be of best interest to you. I think it's just a matter of, this question is basically, how much do you want to work,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
You want
yeah,
to add this to your plate or you don't?
yeah. Yeah, if you guys ever looked at your amortization schedule on a mortgage, when you see how it's calculated, like the interest and the principal and all of that, it's hard to calculate that. So you definitely would need like a servicer or a good CRM system like Mortgage Automator or something like that to track that. But for us at Vertical Capital, we only do interest only. So it's pretty simple on calculating the interest that we receive and dispersing.